Okay, hi and welcome back. The page is dry on now, it's the next day. And I was thinking I was gonna use some black paint. This is black paint, just heavy body with some water in it. And I'm gonna use some of my foam stamps. And these are just stamps I have cut out on my die cut machine or by hand. I have a, let's see if I can fit it here, a box with all kinds of stamps that I've cut out with my die cut machine and my dies and just mounted on cardboard. So I thought I'd try to get some interest on this page. I don't know how it's gonna go since there's a lot of texture on this page. But I thought I'd try with some black paint. And I've also opened up the little pocket here. So let's get started. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep all of this in frame since it's a really big layout, but I'm gonna try my best. Get some other fun stamps. Maybe some circles. And I'm trying to get the paint on in a thin layer and not globbing up on the edges and stuff, so that it will be a pretty crisp image, or as crisp as I can make it. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's pretty cool. And I've cut these out on 2mm foam, thumb foam, hobby foam, Eva foam, whatever you want to call it, and just glue them on with ordinary glue onto this cardboard, so it's some fun shapes. I'm gonna try this. This is from Sizzix die, brick wall I think it's called, and I've just made the outside that cuts out into a stamp. So you know you can use all your die cuts, not just as paper die cuts, but also as stamps and stuff. You can make masks out of them as well, which is pretty fun. I made some. Some does not cut well. Since I got my precision cutting plate, I have had better luck. You see, I'm pushing pretty firmly on this cardboard backing to get the paint to transfer. I think I'm gonna try this some more. And once you've done this, you need to clean off your foam stamps pretty well, because if the paint dries in them too much, some paint will always stay, but they lose their elasticity, which makes them very hard to use. So you see I'm just going haywire and just stamping wherever, just to get some more interest on this background. Starting to look a little bit like a graffiti style thing. You see, you get pretty good impressions. A little bit like, how would you say, distressed, but pretty cool. Let's see what else I have here. That's fun. Maybe this little one. And it's a cheap and easy way to make stamps if you don't want to buy them. As I said, you can absolutely, some I've absolutely cut out myself by hand. Just shapes and stuff. It makes for an easy way to just get some interest. But I'm thinking the next ones I'm gonna make, I'll probably mount them on, instead of cardboard, I'm gonna mount them on chipboard to get a more sturdy base, and also maybe put some kind of handle or something, makes them easier to pick up. So like so. And now this I'm gonna let dry. And I'll be back when it's dry. Bye. Okay, I'm back, and this is dry. And I thought I would do some finger painting. So I put some colors out here on my palette. A yellow, a dark purple, a green, a black, and some white. And also, before I put the paint out, I put on this, which is a good tip. This is a barrier cream. It is to help you from, it helps your hands and stuff from drying, and some paints contain not so good things. So it helps the things in the paint from going in through your skin. It's a barrier cream. I bought this at Bilia, I think, or something. One of the auto mechanic shops. It's called in Swedish osynlig handske, eller barriärkräm. In English, it's an invisible glove or barrier cream. And this is water soluble, so that's a good thing to remember. If you're gonna use baby wipes and stuff, it's gonna take it off. But I put it on, and make sure you put it under your nails and stuff, and it makes it really easy to clean off your hands afterwards as well. So let's go in. I think I'm gonna start with some just black and put on and make a bit of an border. And I know it's probably not gonna be super easy to see, because I think it's hard to get this whole thing in frame. But as before, I'm trying my best. And I actually really like finger painting. It gives you contact with the surface of what you're doing. It gives you a feel of your project. And it's fun. Brings you back to when you were a kid, finger painting. So now I'm just putting a frame on my page by rubbing some black along the edge, smudging it out as I go. and just defining the edges of my, I suppose layout is a good word, or my Artjournal spread. Since it's a pretty busy page, it's nice to just frame it in and set the boundaries for it. And also you see some of the texture will look through. You see, black fingers. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use some of my purple. I think I might mix some of my purple with some white to get a lighter, and just define these circles a little bit. Or at least some of them in this purple. And then some yellow, I think. Oh yeah, that's nice. And this is just going by feel, I would say. It's letting go and just letting, for me at least, letting the page decide what it wants. Which is quite calming and relaxing. Then I'm gonna go in with some green. And I've tried to pick colors that somewhat matches the
Okay,
colors.
I'm back. Got cut off.
I was saying, oh, sorry, shaky camera. I was saying, when I put up the paint, I was trying to get some paint that would match the sprays I was using in the background, to get some continuity into my spread. Just bringing the colors back into the front again, just so they don't disappear completely, because I quite like these colors. They are pretty cherry and happy colors. I think I need some more yellow on the purple. And I think some more purple. Bring them back. Okay, quite liking that. Now I think I'm gonna go in with some white to lighten this up a bit and start creating a little bit of contrast, because this page has gotten quite dark, which I don't mind. Like I've said before, I go back and forth and do new things and go with different colors and stuff, and different techniques as a part of the process of creating stuff for me. That's how I do it. I think maybe getting some I'm gonna go in with some more green as well. Just bring it forward a bit and bringing all this black back into the background. Some purple. And I'm just switching back and forth between all these colors. Just to create some visual interest and getting focus away from all this pretty intense stamping. And I don't know yet where this page is taking me, so you get to go along on my ride here. I need some more purple. Some darker purple. It's almost like this page is getting a bit more ethereal, not so how would you say, not so in your face, here's a brick wall, like more just abstract is probably the word I'm looking for. Which I quite like. A little bit too much yellow still on my fingers. This is a process that can take a while for me sometimes. Sometimes it goes really fast. Sometimes it is just done like that. But I quite enjoy it. Just sitting, playing with my fingers, and just relaxing and letting it become what it wants. Now I'm once again bringing these circle thingamajigs back in front. Making them more stark, because I don't know, I quite like them. They speak to me today for some reason. So I'm just going back in with some more paint and making sure that they are visible again in a brighter way. Now you can probably hear the ice cream truck going by my neighborhood in the background. Oh, evidently that needed to be white. When you're not paying attention. Okay, I'm just gonna flip it so I can see. I think I'm gonna go in with some more black and just try to frame in these little circles some more with my finger, and not trying to be precise or anything, just circling them in using my finger as the brush. I think I'm done with my finger painting. And all this paint I have left, or maybe not. Maybe I feel I need something more. Let's try it. All this paint I have left is gonna go into my desk journals while this dries. And then I'm gonna be back and do something else.
Bye.